Okay gentlemen, having seen the overview of SSB in last 2 hours, now we will go for OIR test and picture perception and description test. So what is OIR test? OIR is basically they are checking your intelligence and reasoning and logical ability. So we will go for one OIR test, thereafter we will have a PPDT. So what is the aim of PPDT? Aim of PPDT is assessing the perception and observation. Assessing your perception and observation. Second is your communication skills. Third is your ability to interact in a group, in that group dynamics. And lastly, your personality and leadership traits. So they are checking out broadly on these 4 parameters. So gentlemen, let's see the picture and we'll go for this PPDT. Okay.
Characters in this image, male and female both are positive in mood, and the age group is 25 to 27. The action of the story is a news cycle. Raj, 25 years old, an engineer student, was unable to travel to his college life daily due to heavy traffic, and he used to get late every day. And they didn't even have money to buy a new cycle. So Raj decided to do freelancing jobs on websites like freelancers.com, and he used to do part-time job. Even her sister helped him for doing the work. After working for 6 months, they gathered some money and bought a new cycle, and they both were happy for the new cycle. Thank you.
One male, 22, Ramesh, in a positive mood, and one female, Riya, 20, in a positive mood too. Ramesh has just come by from his cycle and met Riya, and Riya seems to be in a happy mood. Ramesh asks Riya why she is in a happy mood. Riya tells him that she has just been accepted into a university that she has been working hard to get into. Ramesh is very happy for her. Ramesh has seen that Riya has worked very hard for this opportunity, and especially as Riya comes from a very poor background, she has worked increasingly and in adverse conditions to get to the goal that she has now achieved. Riya is also very happy to tell Ramesh about this whole ordeal because Ramesh also has helped her in her difficult times. Once Riya could not buy her textbooks due to some financial troubles, Ramesh has helped from his own pocket money to help his own friend. Thank you.
In my story, I have perceived 2 characters, Raj, male, 20 years old, in a positive mood, and Seema, 15 years old, in a positive mood. Raj is a hardworking man and has recently landed a job at an MNC. He has returned to his village for Diwali. He has noticed her sister currently pursuing her 10+2, and she travels to school every day. The roads have a jungle area, so this Diwali, after using his hard-earned money, he decided to buy her a cycle. She was joyful to see that his brother has bought him a cycle, and now she can continue of her after-school activities and probably increase her application for university that she wants to pursue. Thank you.
From this picture, I have perceived 2 characters. One is female and one is male. My main character of the picture is female. Her name is Sita. She is 23 years old. She is a poor lady who works in houses in local areas as a cook. She lives with her handicapped brother and old mother. So the wish of her brother was to ride a cycle, and she decides to complete his wish. She works hard and earns money and finally completes his dream of buying a new cycle. She also clicks a photo with him on bicycle, and later she fixes the supporter wheels to the cycle and the mechanism through which her brother can drive the cycle. Thank you.
Hello ladies and gentlemen. I perceive in this story 2 characters. One is the male 23 years old and female 19 years old. So Roy is a 23-year-old boy, employee, and he works in a company. So his younger sister, she is in a college and travels to the college by foot or through the public transport. By foot it takes her too long, and the public transport conditions we know how it is. And due to traffic and overcrowding, it has been very late to reach. So she got tired of it and she wanted a solution. So he decided to get her a decent bike. So his salary, he calculated his savings and all the stuff. So he had some money, and with that he bought her a decent bike and gave it a little surprise. And by saying this, she became happy, and her problem was solved. So they both were happy.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. From the picture, I have perceived two characters. One is a male who is 25 years old, and another is a female who is his little sister who is 19 years old. So, Suresh was an employee in a company, and when he was young, when he was in his 12th, he used to walk to his college, and there was no cycle as he belonged to a family with a poor background. So he had a dream to buy his sister a bicycle so that she could travel to her college without any hurdle in her road. So he worked hard, and he saved some money from his salary, and he bought a bicycle for her sister. And on her birthday, he gave this gift to her, and she was very surprised to see this gift. They both were very happy, and the sister thanked her brother, and this ends my story. Thank you.
Picture, I have perceived two characters, one male and a female. Both are 24 years of age and are in positive mood. The action of my story is making an electrical bicycle. So Harshit and Harshada were the last year students of engineering, and for their final year project they decided to make an electrical bicycle from an old and simple bicycle. So together they did the research for their project and came with a plan. They went to market, bought the necessary materials like an electric lithium battery, brakes, headlamps, and the other materials. They also constructed a small engine of 60cc which they would fit on their bike. So with their professor's help, they made the electrical bicycle and tested it. Finally, the project was completed on time and it was a great success. Thank you.
From the picture, I perceived one male and one female, both in the age group of 20s. They were both in positive mood. The action of my story is motivating to join the defense forces. Ananya is the character who my story revolves around. She was an undergraduate student who had been preparing tirelessly for her CDS exam, and she followed a strict routine every day. She wasn't seen outside as much. So one day in the evening when she was going out to the park, she was stopped by one of her friends on the bicycle. He asked her, they were very happy to see each other after such a long time. He then asked her why he hadn't seen her in such a long time. She explained her routine to him and said that she used to come out but only in the mornings, and the rest of the day she was preparing for her paper and giving mock tests. After much discussion, she also motivated him to give the same paper because much time wasn't lost and he could have prepared well. They both, after much convincing, he agreed with her, and they both spent time in the library by giving mock examinations and revising the papers. On the day of exam, they gave the paper and cleared the paper. Thank you very much. Pretty story that the girl is happy with the sense of achievement.
Both are happy, and
Yes.
as we see, the cycle was for males. It was at last cycle because it wasn't for the female. So brother cannot buy a male cycle to his sister. Like, so it was a male cycle.
Okay, gentlemen, you have finished with your picture perception description test. So, you've seen the kind of commotion, the kind of shouting, the kind of ignorance, the kind of ability to influence group was being done by everybody. So, I would like to just tell you what all the broad things which you should look into before going for your picture perception test, PPDT. Points to be kept in mind. Points to be kept in. The most important is your background and the surrounding of the sketch. Observe that sketch properly, observe that picture properly, see the background and surroundings. see the surroundings properly. Is it a village setting, jungle setting, or a city, or whatever is the surrounding? That is very important. Then is your, you should be able to see, identify the number of characters. Number of characters. Then is your male, females, male oblique female, gender, basically identifying the gender. Identify the gender. Then the mood. Then is the age, approx age of the characters. Then is your outfit. Outfit. Thereafter, you should be able to see what all objects are there in that room or in that surrounding. Objects. And establish the relationship. The relationship among the characters. What is the relationship among the characters? Thereafter, you need to go for building up the story. In that picture, once you identify all these 8 points, you build up a story. In that, first just give a background of 2-3 lines. Thereafter, what is happening in the picture? What is happening in the picture and what is likely to happen or the outcome. If you go ahead with this, an outcome need to be positive. There might be a stimulus which may be negative in action, but at the end your outcome has to be in a positive format. That's it, gentlemen. We will practice more PPDTs and further we'll move on to the next days of task, that is psychological test. Thank you. Jai Hind.